Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Atelier Ryza 3. Kong Ming cunningly moves Zhou Yu to anger, Sun Xuan decides on a plan to defeat Cao Cao. I'm the mysterious JG.
And I'm the lethal feline, currently struggling through a sexy cold.
Yeah, well, I know one thing I was able to do for you is to point out that your voice sounds like super masculine and awesome right now.
Well, there
And
you
that is
go.
probably not an even trade. I will say before moving on, Zhou Yu is one of my favorite characters. He's such a fucking rube in this chapter. I'm like, yeah, I know Zhuge Liang's supposed to be smart, but like anybody can tell what he's doing, Zhou Yu. Get the fuck, come on. Anyway, but
Last time, what were we doing in this here video game? Preparing Seeds of Light.
I guess, yeah. So we were unusually, we've had an unusually long break. We went through the whole holiday season and did not retaliate any Ryza during that time. But yeah, it was. I think we had gotten to a point where we were just going to do a bit of alchemy to move the plot. And if that's not correct, we'll know when this thing doesn't show up, and it's not showing up. They usually
we're making Seeds of Light for the village for some reason.
Yeah, and in this game, I have noticed, and I appreciate this compared to the last game, if there's a plot alchemy item they need you to make, it usually becomes the top thing on the menu, as opposed to find it in its actual appropriate place in the category of alchemical items, as the last game did. Oh, but we got puppet liquid. I don't know if you knew that. We got puppet liquid.
Freshly squeezed daily.
That's
just take Kermit and...
It's actually from an episode of Zatch Bell called Zatch Bell After Dark.
Oh, it's that kind of juice.
Yes, it is. All right. So we'll have to come up, let's see, tracking. We'll have to come up with something that can solve the village's troubles.
So maybe you don't have all the ingredients first.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
So these are, okay. All right, so I guess...
we have the ancient branch. We have the magical items in parentheses.
What's that person over there doing? I'm curious. I am not curious. So we are not going to be finding out.
We do have a map marker to somewhere.
I have yet to actually go into photo mode here, but I've done everything else in my efforts to remember how you get the map to show up. That is the local map.
It's been a variety of days since we've played because we're currently recording this at the tail end of the holiday season. Oh, we can do peace, we can clap.
Okay, like I did not even know this was in the game. Sexy pose like this?
Like this? Oh yeah.
Yeah, this serves no oh, I guess this is this is probably for photo mode.
Yeah. It's just so I can be cute.
Wow, there's all sorts of you can use healing. You can use... Okay, well, at least we found it. You can use fucking healing between battles. It's a button that... This was not a thing you could do in prior games. Wow.
Oh, there you go.
That was a big thing in prior games. Like, try to be at the best hit point shape possible at the end of battle, because that's where you're going to be next time, no matter how many healing items you got.
This is when our Ryza fans tell JG in the comment that, no, you could have done that the whole time. You just needed to press the right combination of buttons. If you put in the Konami code, you could have done it.
I am pretty sure that is not true, but it would be fun to hear that in the comments anyway from people who are just fucking with me. Auror's technique is more impressive than I thought. In response to whatever you were saying.
I don't know if you, if I mentioned it last session or the one before, but the audio balancing is much better now, so I'm not peaking every time.
Oh, good. You did mention that. You mentioned, even more importantly, you mentioned it off screen, which is why I changed the audio balancing.
That's right. This one, we wanted to get her some fish.
Yeah, you're right.
Not
she
have the
wants
fish.
frickin' fish. So it is not actually... I need to find the...
There's something...
red point, which is all the way up here. All
yeah,
right.
724 Ryza meters away. Ryza units.
Ryzometers.
Ryzometers. This Ryzometer is going up the scale.
Ah, fuck. I'm just going to start sliding.
I don't think they should have initiated combat, but here we are.
I feel like this thing is receiving what it deserves here. Man, we're getting pretty close to a very, very cool level.
Zerfall will enjoy this if he ever watches the series.
He's, I think he's watching. He likes to pull this all dragon thing where he just shows up once every 50 videos with a comment, but,
he does it about the same way I do then.
Yeah.
Where I'm watching, but you may not know.
Yugdor water. It's like water, but more Yugdor.
Oh, I thought it was like dog water, but for Yugdors.
Feels like
So
this is where it wanted us to be, but
it is. We're looking for something here that we don't actually have yet. Some kind of ingredient.
Oh, I wonder if I'm just supposed to be actually, all right, picking it up or fighting monsters that might have it. But they want star seedos. So where would we expect to find those?
Well, we're going to prepare them. I'm not sure what actually goes into them. It probably was mentioned last time we played this game, maybe.
Oh, yeah,
but who can say?
Probably we were supposed to like pay attention to the dialogue or something.
We got some grasshoppers. They're narwhal grasshoppers.
There goes a narwhal.
Nothing. Ravage hammer. It's a big hammer. That's a Mario Brothers hammer right there.
Yeah, man. You know what? That makes me want to play Mario Brother with my nephews. It makes me want my nephews to jump on my unprotected crotch while calling themselves Mario.
There's literally the game. I was told about it off camera.
Yep.
They must have gotten that idea from the movie or something. I haven't seen the movies, but I assume it has something like that. Someone jumping on Jack Black. Right on the penis.
I was gonna say, I think John Leguizamo might jump on the crotch of. Oh God, I can't remember his name. He's like serious actor. He was in Apocalypse Now and.
Oh yes, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, it's Bruce Willis, star of Apocalypse Now. God damn, it's gonna bother me now. He was in Apocalypse Now. He was in Blue Velvet. He's like a for real actor. And he also played Koopa in the Super Mario movie from like the 90s.
20 years ago.
Yes.
Yes. 30 years ago, excuse me.
Am I nuts with John Leguizamo in that movie as Luigi?
I
That's
can look it up if we need to.
That's two different ideas there. Am I nuts? Was John Leguizamo in this movie?
Was he in the 93 movie? Finding out now. He was. He was Luigi.
I'm pretty sure that, no offense on the guy, I'm sure he's a wonderful actor. The guy who played Mario was not someone who I think was, like, super well known.
Andrew Bowser, of course, was the...
Dennis Hopper. That's who it was.
No, it was Lance Henriksen.
What?
Lance Henriksen. That's what it says on the IMDb.
Wow, okay. Huh.
And
well,
we got to your number.
Haven't seen it in a while.
Zerfall, you can finally take that drink.
Oh, cool. I didn't notice. I was too busy shaming myself over confusing Dennis Hopper with Lance Henriksen.
The famous actor of Apocalypse Now, of course.
So this isn't helping us in any way, but once you start sliding, it's tough to stop.
Let me see if I can find some information on these seeds of light. Might as well.
Yeah, that's probably wise. Was Dennis Hopper who I think he is? Am I using the wrong name for the famous actor? I mean, he was in Waterworld.
Let me look.
A great film that we all love.
Yeah, everyone loves Dennis Hopper's work when it comes to Waterworld. He made that movie what it is. Now there...
Well, I mean, in fairness...
Well, now I am confused.
He didn't...
Because even though IMDb said that, it says King Koopa was this man on Wikipedia, Dennis Hopper.
Yes!
But on the other one, it says it's Lance Hendrickson. So I'm really confused. Let's see if he's even mentioned. Dennis. So there's two, apparently. There's a King Koopa and a King Bowser. I don't even know what's real anymore.
Yeah, I don't. Okay, so despite the fact that the film has a riff tracks, I have not seen it in probably 10 years. And if there was, I remember it was weird as fuck. I do not remember the story enough to know if there would have been a separate Bowser and Koopa King
well,
characters.
There is.
Apparently there is. There's also a badass monster over here that we are not going to get to fight yet because this guy's in the way.
Get down, Mr. President. He throws himself in the way.
I see you standing over the body of another dead president. I think that was John Malkovich, but it might have been Lance Hendrickson. I apparently don't know. Oh, have we seen that pose? That's cute.
That is a cute-ass pose.
Pat is like less RBF than usual here.
Yes. Also, her sword is having a little bit of a fit. Alright, you fabulous.
I wonder if I'm going to have to remember how combat works other than just slashing buttons. No, it doesn't look like it.
It's halfway dead.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be fun.
I hate it because it was pink.
Hey, looks like a bunch of other people got really cool levels.
That's right. I got my own level.
Yeah, I don't know what happened between her and Tao, but she has cheered up. She just needed a man, folks. That's right, I'm a terrible person.
Looks like I need one, too.
We got 4 gold coins out of that, so...
Isn't the giant stinky flower? Let's find out. It is not.
But we got Rap War water. Fertile soil. Oh, these treasure chests might be a thing. Maybe you gotta open a fancy treasure chest. You get a Mystic Seeds recipe. Well, what do you know?
Fantastic. You just need to find the proper box.
We got jewel mushrooms and a lake master. Master of lakes.
I do like the icon on that lake master. It looks very derpy.
Also, I completely failed to start my timer, so let me check and see where my recorder is at.
It's been about 15 minutes.
12 minutes, 50 seconds, but who's counting? All right. I'll tell you who's not counting, Lance Hendrickson. He has given up on this series. He was watching closely, but now he is very upset at our ignorance of the different roles that he has played. Stones are so bulky and heavy. Leave this to me. Maybe you should do Lance's voice for the duration of this recording session.
It's open! Yay! Let's go!
Well,
now we can go and actually synthesize.
Yeah, no, if I was wondering if I'd get some kind of prompt, but we did not, so... Once we go to the Atelier, she should read the book. Yeah.
There we go. The book is not as thick in person.
I'll tell you this, Lethal. Your voice, when you are just speaking, does sound a little different with the cold. Your Ryza is unaffected, so apparently it is immune. We've learned how to make Mystic Seeds. You take a Mystic Pistol and a Mystic Stamen, and get some Berry White music, and I don't know how plants reproduce.
They have pollen, and then they have seeds. And when they get together, it makes new plants.
Well, yeah, okay. But I guess I don't know how seeds get made. I guess seeds are...
Seeds get made by the... Well, you know.
It's okay.
You don't know.
I'll tell you when you're older.
I'll tell you when you become... When you start having flowers.
Well, wait a second. Now, it's still not in the fucking... Hold on.
It still is pointing outside, isn't it?
So we read the book, and what did it actually tell us then? One wonders.
Well, let's look at let's go look at the recipes real quick. So we did get something for that. We don't have something here. Where is it pointing on that? It is still pointing there. Okay, there's another location for us to go.
Do I want to mark this as our quest that we're following? Is that making a difference? Because it's a main quest. It should be visible regardless. Of course, there's dragon-related things here.
There's dragon. Let me try that again. There is, of course, dragon-related things here. As you can see clearly on, well, it's just the lore that we have in the local area.
There's dragons in them there hills.
He just breaks open the geode, and there's a dragon inside. Just breathes fire right in his face. See, I told you they were here.
So I guess we're just kind of wandering around in here until the scene triggers. That's normally what these sort of rings are. Or I can open this. There's a treasure chest. I've trained myself to ignore them in this game, but Wrap War Water.
Why did it? Well, according to this, it says, in case you didn't get them before, from the collapsed wall landmark, head southwest and up the stairs. At the top, head west where the green device is at the bottom of another set of stairs. To the left of that staircase, among the trees, is a chest, important one. Open it up to find seeds of light.
Okay, so we actually do want to open chests. There's chests about the place.
There's chests abound. An ancient branch. We did need one of those. Now we have another one.
What the hell's going on with my timer? I'm double clicking it or something. All right.
I remember you mentioning this maybe in other... Wasn't there another treasure chest just behind us there?
There was, and I slid past it because sliding is so exciting in this game.
That one is, in fact, by a tree.
Ah.
Maybe.
I feel like I'm here to distract you with a quest that's going to make us take another hour to find what we actually need.
No, that's a soft tail. Are there any materials for handicrafts?
This chest wasn't marked on the map.
Well, there you go. That's the important one we needed. Now we have a new thing. Synthesize Seeds of Light EX.
There's also shimmering materials.
Yes, you can get your super traits.
Well, there, yeah. So there, I don't care about the 50 SPA. I care about the super traits. Engine Joe, the super chief. And
there's another one right there. Two, actually. Well, that should do it.
Yes, sir. That's my baby. New. Seeds of Light E. They look like, what are they, egg shell?
They're bullets. Because remember, these are like ammo for a weapon.
Oh, I do not remember that, but okay, I'm glad you do. An improved version of the Seeds of Light with the capacity to suppress the explosive power they harbor. Or, so Seeds of Light is an ingredient, and Seeds of Light EX are an actual alchemicalizable thing.
Mm-hmm. They said that she made it herself from another Seeds of Light. Very impressive.
We need red neutralizer.
Like how she moused along with it.
Yes, Miss Ryza.
The ancient branch of lore.
I'm searching way too fucking hard for one that I don't need for something else. I meant to check and see, is there any...
there's no reason to make it.
There's no reason whatsoever to make it anything other than default. Like, oh, maybe I could change this I can't remember what they call it. You change like a branch on the alchemy tree and you can change the attributes and blah blah. No, I'm not doing it.
Not going to do a link morph or whatever it's
Link
called.
morph, yes. That's where you switch from Mario to Link. So in the Zelda live-action movie where Dennis Hopper plays Ganon. But also, Ganondorf is played by Lance Hendrickson.
Exactly.
I did it. This should work.
So these are the improved seeds of light.
Yep, their power lasts much longer than before, and they won't break from a small impact. Plus, I can use my multiple cauldron to make even more of them. In fact, an infinite number, just using really anything like wood.
And if I put the right attribute on it, I can then turn that into gems and gem reduce them and get more gems from reducing them than it takes to duplicate them and break the economy of nature itself.
And your society.
Also, doesn't it look like I'm doing a pose? Like, now that we know I can be made to pose, I look like I'm posing.
In just a moment, you did what the chief couldn't do for years. What a piece of shit he is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that and a little bit that I'm fucking amazing.
That is amazing, sis. You are right.
Yep, tell me again, but slower.
Sis, you've opened the unopenable castle gates, surpassed the chief's clairvoyance, improved the seeds of light. You've come up with things I never even thought of. You've solved problems I'd written off as unsolvable.
Insoluble, even. He actually is doing what you were jokingly making the Ryza instructive to do. He is giving her a heartfelt "You are awesome" speech. It's actually kind of sweet. I don't think, because, like, you know, branching off into, like, I don't think the Ryza actually recognizes that she has, like, miraculous protagonist power over the universe. Like, she is not cognizant of, like, how much she changes the lives of people around her by being the protagonist.
You're really cool, sis.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
Man, you know, if we, like, if we kind of took Boss's personality but gave him just a touch of this.
Sorry to bother you and you're so pleased with yourself, but we've got to move on to that hard part now.
How did I know this was about to happen?
I know that was very appropriate that you'd bring him up.
I know, I'm on it. Now, let's go see the chief. Lethal can try to do that for us.
Just talk in your normal voice. You sound like the chief today.
It's been a strange reunion. I said this last time. It's great to see you again, the Ryza. It's only been like a week or two.
I have a hard time recognizing Tao unless he does his old voice, and you unless you make your old face. I get confused when you're not, like, kind of pissed off.
I was about to ask you what you was talking about, but yes, I do have that resting bitch face. Oh, I had a lift. Now it doesn't happen as much.
No. She had some work done to appear less angry.
I wonder if that's actually a thing.
I want my chin tucked and I want my eyebrows unfurrowed.
Because I have seen those people that just look constantly surprised. That's kind of part of it, right? That could do it.
Well, I mean, like, her family's rich. Like, she could afford pointless plastic surgery if that would make her happy.
The Ryza, can you alchemize me face to look more pleasant?
She could do anything. Sis is awesome.
Shut up.
You said you had urgent business.
Well, I do have one indeed. I mean, urgent and crucial, if I may say so.
You may not.
I was just about to say, you may.
Chief, you're troubled by the lack of seeds of light, right?
I certainly
think
am,
that's
McLeod.
Yes, the village has a chronic seed shortage. That's why we're having a hard time reproducing. That's why we were having you outsiders help us with that.
You see, there's a low level of background radiation in this town.
Have you gathered more seeds? Then you may report as usual. I was cut off by suddenly remembering I don't know how I talk.
That's pretty much how you sound last time, as I remember.
I'm glad.
Oh, the only seed of light I brought is this. It's invisible, but it is there.
The only? Could you explain more?
Well, I, an alchemisto, have strengthened the fragile seeds of light into reinforced seeds of light EX.
Oh my god, that's against their religion. We'll be killed as heretics.
Don't say that.
And what kind of contrivance is this? These riders are fucking everything up.
You know what? Up until the point, this plot made a lot of sense, but now, I don't know. It feels like an excuse to have some girl walk around in short shorts.
Is there a problem with that, officer? The method isn't that difficult. You just throw a bunch of crap into a cauldron and it comes out. You put seeds of light in there, and then seeds of light come out. It's amazing.
You
can do it in the bathtub.
You put in a seeds of light, then an ancient branch, and then, and this is critical, puppet liquid.
Anyway, you squeeze it to be small, packing it down and into a state where it gives out a small supply of power.
Man, she's pleased with herself.
Yep, again. You know, Chief, don't you? If you gather all the seeds, there won't be nothing left, because they cannot be made from scratch. I'm just gonna forget about the multiple cauldron, by the way. That's why I thought I would teach you to make longer lasting and more durable improved seeds of light.
The multi-cauldron, and this is the thing, it only duplicates things you make through alchemy. You can't make, like, cotton grass with them.
But I did make something.
But like seeds of light, or this is a thing. Like, this is every time you think, oh, I figured out a great way to do something awesome in alchemy. It's like, no, that's when you run into like the dunkel heights, which control how much elixir you can have. So you're like, oh, I found elixirs, they'll break the game, but I have to spend 8 hours farming dunkel height because you can't make it. I've learned much about conserving natural resources from dunkel height. You can believe this shit?
You doubt me? Well, you could try, If you're in AA slots.
You dare doubt me? Fools!
Bring that seed here. We will load it into a device to try.
Battery tester.
Deidre, do the preparations.
Oh, live to serve. I mean, right away.
Open the battery hatch, take out the old batteries. I'll bring these new ones.
Gosh, I can never get this thing open. Chief, it's true. There's no sign of it breaking.
Longer lasting act, my God. I don't suppose this is an act of kindness. I mean, you have a demand, so let's hear it.
Now I'll start talking. Impel Volmer, Lila de Cruz, the Cyrus? They got Cyrus! Could you release them both into my custody? I want them to owe me a life debt.
Ah, so that was your idea from the start. Very well. I give you my word that I shall release them both.
After the game's over, you don't get to have them as party members.
Oh,
Oh, man.
I must also prepare and let the villagers know. Might I have some time? I need to let the villagers know not to attack those two on sight. It's heretics.
I understand. In that case, I've compiled a detailed formulae right here. Anyone should be able to understand it. I also gave it a fancy book cover. Isn't that cool? I can alchemize these.
Anyone should be able to understand it, even that weird kid who keeps calling me sis.
I'm also researching how to make finite things last longer.
Ooh.
You don't say. Yeah, I got this ring that if you... Well, never mind.
One odd connection, a concoction. Connection? Nah, it's connection. Excuse me.
Who cares how long it lasts, as long as it's good?
But with this, all you can do is buy time. We really should have multiple cauldron that. Anyway, so I want the people of the village to think what they will do with the time they get.
Oh no, you're right. Now that we alchemize this EX version, we would be able to multiple cauldron that. we just,
Yep.
Yeah, no, you're right. We actually we don't. It's like if you in this game, if you would make say an egg souffle, you wouldn't be able to duplicate eggs, but you'd be able to duplicate the souffle as much as you wanted, as long as you had enough eggs to make it once.
Exactamundo. For the future of the people living here, they need to think.
Sis, why you say I'm not smart enough to read?
You have my deepest gratitude.
Or as I would say if I were the villain from the martial arts classic Enter the Dragon, you have our gratitude.
Santucci, what are you doing here?
All the way from Italy, folks. Let's return to the Atelier. We may get to meet some old friends next time. Or maybe we won't. I don't know. I really don't.
Will Lethal be able to do the sultry tones of Impel's voice? Find out next time.
Unless he doesn't show up, but he probably will. Bye.